What's going on? This is Gaffney for the United Devils, and today in this video we're going to speak about a bit of a transfer saga, transfer rumour, what's going on at the moment with United. It's Alex Telles. I'm sure a lot of you already know about Telles, however you want to say it. He's a left back, he's from Porto, he's Brazilian, he's 27 years of age, turns 28 in December I believe. He's a very highly rated left back, one of the best in Europe, I think a lot of people would say. He does very well for Porto, he's got good stats, and he could be going for cheap. It would be good to have some competition with Luke Shaw, and a lot of people don't rate Luke Shaw highly enough as a United player. But nonetheless, the latest information, what's going on at the moment, is that he wants to come to United, which is obviously a player like Telles is going to want to make a step up to a big club in the Premier League at his age. He's in his peak pretty much. He's got a good few years left in him. Apparently the personal terms, so his contract with United has been agreed, so his wages and stuff like that, and his actual contract has been agreed. But what's left to the side is actually the transfer fee itself. Now, apparently, in general, the fees that we're talking about here, that we're hearing off people such as Fabrizio Romano, is 17 to 25 million. If you look at it either way, I think that's a complete bargain. I think 30 million would be a bargain for Telles. He's in his prime, he's still got a good few years left in him. He's a quality left back, and he's actually scores quite a lot of goals. If you look at his stats from last season, he's played 31 games in the Portuguese league. He's got 11 goals and he's got 8 assists, which is good. I mean, if you look at a lot of the goals he scored as well, obviously you can make any player look good if you search him in on YouTube and look at his compilation, but this guy is a really good rated left back. He's probably one of the better players at Porto. As I said, he's got a lot of experience, and bringing him in, a lot of people, as I said, don't rate Luke Shaw at United. Brandon Williams isn't actually a left back, is he? He's more of a right back who we've been using at left back because of Luke Shaw's injury issues. Would he come in and replace Shaw? I don't think so. I think it's some extra competition and some extra depth. I think in some games he would be better than Shaw. Some games Shaw would be better, but he would have to adjust to the Premier League like all players would. And he's a different type of left back. Going forward, he's really good. As I said, 11 goals and 8 assists from left back is a phenomenal record, really. Even though it is in the Portuguese league, it's not a massive farmers league like a lot of people do make out, in my opinion. And he's got a lot of experience. Like I said, Porto is obviously a big club over in Portugal. And yeah, it's at the moment it's looking quite likely. Fabrizio Romano, who's obviously, he's the most reliable journalist out there, I think a lot of people would agree. He's come out and said it looks likely to happen. He's saying United, he's saying a right winger and a left back will arrive. But he has also came out and said that United have got other options at left back. We were of course going for Reguilon, who ended up going on loan to Spurs because there was a clause in the contract, a buyback clause, so it looked like Real Madrid actually possibly wanted to buy Reguilon back maybe after a couple of years, but Mourinho and Spurs obviously didn't have a problem with that, and United, although it would have been a good player to bring in, obviously had a bigger mentality that they didn't want to just let him go, because obviously he probably will end up going back to Real Madrid. Whereas with Telles, yeah, he's a good few years older. I think he might be about 5 years older. He's probably a bit better, and he's what we need, I would say, because Luke Shaw's got plenty of years left in him, despite his obvious injury problems. So it's, yeah, as I said, it's looking likely, but we're always agreeing terms with players, the contract terms. This has happened with Sancho months ago, but we're still battling over a ridiculous transfer fee when I think a lot of us would agree we should just pay out and get him. And it's a similar situation here. I think 25 million is a bargain if you consider that he's 27 years old and the amount of years you're going to get. If you think we paid 80 million for Harry Maguire, Telles is probably on par with Maguire, probably a better player, but because he's European and he doesn't have a big name and he's not English, he'll come in a lot cheaper. And that'll be an absolute steal, especially at 17. That's around the same price we got Dan James. That would be an absolute steal. So yeah, this is probably going to be it for this video. I think I've said everything that we can say on Telles. It's just we're waiting for the negotiations, which take years with United. Terrible negotiation skills. But, you know, fingers crossed we do get this player in. I think he's one of the best left-back options out there. But I think that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one.